Joseph put in prison. When the Ishmaelite traders arrived in Egypt, they sold Joseph as a slave to one of Pharaoh's officials, Potiphar, a captain of the guard. The Lord blessed Joseph, so he was successful in all he did, and Joseph worked hard for his master. Potiphar was impressed and put Joseph in charge of his whole household and all he owned. The Lord blessed Joseph in all he did. Potiphar didn't have to worry about anything apart from what he ate, as he knew he could rely on Joseph to manage everything. Now Joseph was well built and handsome. After a while, Potiphar's wife started admiring his looks and physique. She found it hard to control her feelings for him. "Come to bed with me," she demanded. Joseph refused. "Potiphar trusts me with everything, but not you, since you're his wife. How could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" Potiphar's wife didn't give up. Every day she spoke to Joseph, but he refused to have an affair with her. He even took steps to avoid going near her. Then one day, when all the servants were out of the house, Potiphar's wife made a grab for him. "Come to bed with me," she insisted. Joseph struggled out of her grasp and ran out of the house. Potiphar's wife was left holding Joseph's cloak. How could she explain what had happened? She had to think fast. She called her servants. "Joseph tried to seduce me, but I screamed and he ran off. Look, he left his cloak beside me." She told the same story to Potiphar when he returned home. Potiphar was furious and ordered that Joseph be put in the prison where the king's prisoners were confined. Poor innocent Joseph was now in jail. While Joseph was in prison, the Lord was with him. The prison warder was impressed and put Joseph in charge of the other prisoners and the daily routine of the prison. One day, 2 new prisoners arrived, Pharaoh's baker and the cupbearer, who had done something to anger Pharaoh. One day, Joseph saw the 2 new prisoners looking dejected. "Why do you look so sad today?" he asked. "We both had dreams," they answered. But there was no one to interpret them. "Tell me your dreams," replied Joseph. "God can interpret them." The cupbearer went first. "In my dream, I saw a vine with 3 branches. As soon as it budded, it blossomed, and its clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand. I took the grapes, squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and gave it to him." God then helped Joseph explain the dream. "The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will give you back your job, and you will be his cupbearer again." Joseph then asked the cupbearer to mention him to Pharaoh. "I was forcibly carried off to the land of Hebrews and have done nothing to deserve being put in prison." The baker then told his dream. "On my head were 3 baskets of bread. On top of basket were all kinds of baked food of Pharaoh. But the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head." Joseph had dreadful news for the baker. "The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift you off your head and impale your body on a pole, and the birds will peck away your flesh." 3 days later, it was Pharaoh's birthday, and he gave a feast for his officials. Pharaoh ordered that his baker and cupbearer appear before him. The 2 men were immediately released from jail to face Pharaoh and all those attending the birthday celebrations. Pharaoh pardoned the cupbearer and gave him his job back. He then ordered the baker to be executed, just as Joseph said he would. However, once the cupbearer was back doing his job, he completely forgot about Joseph and did not mention his plight to Pharaoh.